What do you want me to do? Contact these people. Tell them the VJ's hearings are tomorrow. The plan's all arranged, they just need to know when to spring it. Then I'll be off and away before you can have me conveniently transferred to Blackmore. Is that all you want me to do? Oh, that's all. But you make damn sure you contact everyone on that list and you do it fast, because they're going to need time to set it up. Any foul-up's going to be your foul-up, and your little boy will pay for it. Now, can I go to my cell, or do I have to stand here and bleed to death?
I hit her. I'd have bloody well killed her if you hadn't come in. So I'd like to see Mrs. Reynolds. It's time I spoke about who pushed me down those stairs.
You've got to do something. He's drowning in there.
We're doing everything we can, Miss Ferguson.
You're not doing enough, and you're not doing it fast enough.
We're doing everything we can to save your boy. Now, the water's coming out of there at flood level now. So 2 lives will be at risk when my man goes in there, and I got to make sure that at least one of them comes out alive.
Please, don't let him die.
Well, we can't work miracles, Miss Ferguson. But we'll sure as hell give it our best shot.
Please do it quickly.
Listen, why not come and sit in the car? At least we'll get you out of the rain, and I've got a few questions.
Questions now? Look, there's a little boy in there who could well drown while you're asking me questions. No, look, I'm staying. He might need me.
I think she should stay.
Okay.
We want the boy as calm as possible when I go in after him. All right?
Okay, Jerry. The guys are setting it up now. You can go in whenever you like.
Righto.
Set up? What's happening?
The maintenance guys are blocking the top end with an airbag. It'll stop the water flow.
Airbag?
They're sort of like a big balloon, only thicker. They inflate it at the opening until it gets to a tight fit.
And it stops the water running through?
Well, that's the theory, yes.
But Shane, he'll be all right, man. He won't drown before you get to
Well,
him.
so long as our luck holds out. I mean, if it blows...
Shut up, Wayne. Let's just get on with it.
Oh, what's he going to say?
Take no notice. Wayne's just got a big mouth.
Please, I have to know.
All right, but we're wasting time. Sometimes if there's too much pressure on the airbag, well, it could burst.
And then?
And then the build-up of water would rush through the pipe like a speeding truck. The lad and anyone else caught in there wouldn't stand a chance.
She's a bloody liar. If I had pushed her, she wouldn't be here now spilling her guts out.
I'm not lying. Don't have to where you're concerned.
Keen's already admitted her involvement in the riot. What possible reason could she have for making this up?
How should I know? Maybe Desmond and her rat bags put the hard word on her. Maybe Mitchell paid her off. Somebody got to her anyway.
Nobody gets to me and nobody pays me off either. You should know that by now. I'm my own person.
Come on, that's enough, Keen.
I tried to tell you it wasn't Mitchell.
You said you didn't know who it was.
Yeah. Well, that only made things worse. I knew who it was all along. And I'm not letting Bobby take the blame.
You lagging bitch.
That will do, Winter. You've been nothing but trouble since you came here. Mrs. Morris, take her to solitary. You can cool her heels there until the VJ hearing tomorrow.
Come on, the both of you.
You're finished, Keen. When I get through with you, they're going to need a blueprint to put you back together again.
Come on. No speaking, Winter.
It's all right, Mrs. Morris. I've said what I wanted to anyway.
Yep, I reckon selling to Marty now. All that's better than sharing.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
Sounds okay to me.
Wouldn't be so bad except for my second name. The folks called me Gerald Wilberforce. Wilberforce, mind you.
It's real cold in here, Jerry. I want to go home. How long will it be?
Not long now, mate. Bet you can do something to eat, eh?
Yeah, I could go a big shape. How come the water's gone down?
Trade secret. When I get out of here, I'll show you.
I'm not scared. Not really. Just, it's so dark in here.
Well, you are in a pickle, aren't you? Can you get your other arm through?
No, just this one.
Okay. Now look, I want you to grab hold of my wrist and then, when I tell you, I want you to dig your feet in and push yourself off as hard as you can, understand?
I think so.
Okay. Grab hold. Ready? Now.
Ah!
Alright, what happened?
Nothing's hurt me! It's stuck into me!
Well, I tell you what. We'll try it once more, only slowly this time.
No! I can't! I'm stuck!
Shame. We can't stay here all night, mate. At least let's try.
No! You hate me, Jerry! I can't move! Honest! I'm stuck here for good! I'll never get out!
Oh, God. No wonder Reb went off her face at Winter. That's pretty heavy news to keep bottled up.
That's what I reckon. I don't. I reckon she had her dad's guts, wanted to see him dead.
Codswallop. He's still her father. I had good cause to hate my mother. 25 years I nursed her. Just the same I bawled my eyes out when she passed over.
Passed over what, Doc?
Oh, give it a rest,
I'm
Bobby.
sure Rebecca's father really loved her. Not that that's much consolation now.
You, of all people, should be grateful to Reb.
Why?
Because there's no way they're going to press the attempted murder charge now.
Geez, maybe it will work out after all. Hang on, what about the Yorkshire Put? I did stab him, you know.
Yeah, but she didn't hurt him real bad. And because he's a pom, then he's cold-blooded because of the climate, and they don't hurt as much as ordinary people.
Oh, God, Rabbit, sometimes you need a garbage bag for your mouth. Don't worry about it. I think it's going to be all right. Mr. Crookshank's a nice guy. He'll probably put in a good word for you.
Geez, I hope so. You know, maybe I do owe Reb for lagging.
She sure got you off the hook, and no mistake.
That's right. But who's going to get her off the hook with Winter?
It's the truth. I wouldn't be in her shoes for a quid.
What's happening? Is he hurt?
Stuck in a reinforcing grid. I see something sticking into him, but I don't know how bad it is.
God, what now?
I'll go back in and cut him out.
I'll get the cutters.
Miss Ferguson, I'm going to need your help.
Anything, just tell me.
Well, he's pretty scared. Now, I'm sure I can get back in there and cut through the grid. But if he goes off his head and starts fighting me, well, we could both get hurt.
And you want me to keep him calm while you're in there?
I want you to just talk to him. He trusts you. If you tell him it'll be okay, he'll believe you.
Shane? It's all right, Shane. I'm here.
You've gone away!
And leave you here? Oh, not on your life, mate. We're going to get you out of there and get you home. I reckon Nicky wants his biscuits, eh?
You sure is okay? You're not just saying that!
Don't I always tell you the truth?
Yeah, I reckon.
Well then, you know, there's a lot of people out here just waiting to see you get out.
I can't. It's stopped me. I'll be killed if Jerry pulls me out.
Don't be silly. Jerry wouldn't let that happen. He's got a great big set of wire cutters, Shane. Just like those little ones that we used when we fixed the plug on the toaster, remember?
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He's on his way in now, Shane. He's going to use those cutters to get you out of the grid that's holding you.
But baby, don't see him dead. He might hurt me.
No, he won't, love. He's an expert and there's nothing to be scared of. Isn't that right, Jerry?
That's right. Hang in there, mate. We'll have you out of the pit.
Annie Dad, you won't go away, will you?
No, love, I'm right here. Just stay calm, Shane. Nothing's going to hurt you. All right?
Looks like it's set in for the night.
Figures, the water be gardeners, rather.
Maybe we can dig some runaway trenches to divert the water.
Take too long to make a dent in this lot.
The sandbags there for reinforcement. We've got them in the truck.
Don't you reckon this'll hold it?
Doesn't look too good to me. I just hope I'm wrong, though. For that kid.
You all right?
Yeah, how do you mean?
Come on, we're mates. I know by now when you're feeling down.
I'm gonna miss you, Bob.
Miss me? I reckon we've been real good mates, Rabbit. Though I reckon we've had enough blues to start a war.
Yeah, when I first come here, you thought I was real pain.
I still are sometimes. Rabbit, Cass was me best mate. And I don't reckon anyone could take her place. But you sort of been like a sister to me these past weeks.
Cut it out, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, come on, it's not the end of the world if I do get out. You'll be out yourself soon. We can still be mates. At least you got somewhere to go. No one gives a stuff about me.
I just had a brainwave. You could move in with my parents.
You're off your loaf.
No, true. Mum and Dad would really like you, I know. And I got a spare bed in my room. What's the matter? You don't want to, do you?
It's not that. Come on, Marg, you know where I've been and how I lived. I wouldn't fit in.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't. They're your folks and they love you. Reckon you got it made. I wouldn't fit in with a family like that. I'm too used to fending for myself. You're not mad, are you?
Of course not. You're right. Time I cut the apron strings. I mean, I could hardly settle at home after I've been in here. So what if we get a flat?
Do you love your folks so much?
I'm not going to stop loving them just because I leave home. I've got to do it sometime. What do you reckon?
We need money.
Well, my dad could lend us some till we get settled, and one of us is bound to get a job.
Yeah, and even if we didn't, with 2 lots of dough, we could just about juggle it. Oh, my own place, it'd be great.
Then it's a deal.
Oh, it sure is. You got to promise me one thing.
What?
You won't call our place Rabbit's Warren?
God, how much longer? I'm sure it won't be too long, miss. Now, if we can just finish with this, it is important.
Oh, surely it can wait.
I'm afraid not. You say the boy is staying with you, but you're not his legal guardian.
Yes, that's right.
Then we need the address of the boy's father. He has to be told what's happened.
Why? He doesn't give a damn about Shane. He probably couldn't stay sober long enough to know what you're talking about.
I don't make the law, Miss Ferguson. I'm sorry. The next of kin have to be notified in case he... well, just in case.
That's it, old son. You're free. Now all you have to do is push yourself over that rubbish towards me, okay? Look, mate, you don't want to stay here all night, do you?
No.
Well, just a few yards and you'll be on your way home. All you got to do is move.
But I can't. I'm stuck. I might get hurt.
No, Shane, you're free. Honest, mate, there's nothing holding you. Won't you try it to me? All right. Tell you what we're going to do.
What's that?
This is a chest loop, Shane. Now all we're going to do is get this over your head, under your arms, and then I can just pull you out. You won't have to do a thing, lazy bones. Okay?
You sure you won't hurt me?
What? You miss out on the opportunity of you telling all your mates what a great bloke I am. Come off it. Trust me, mate. There's not a thing to worry about.
Oh, bugger it! And that bag's not gonna hold. Maybe we better get down there. Come on!
Come on, lad, breathe.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, please, move back. This is not a circus. Give us some room. Somebody give us a hand, will ya? Come on, take him.
Please.
That's the one. That's the one. Come on. Another one. Come on. Come on. Breathe deeply now. Come on.
Thank God.
That's it. Well, at least he's breathing. But we're not out of the woods yet.
How's it going?
We're in luck.
Look, I stretch it.
He'll be all right, won't he?
We'll get him straight to hospital, miss. Would you like to accompany
Oh,
us?
yes, thank you.
Honey, Joe.
It's all right. I'm here, love.
He's a very lucky boy.
Oh, yes, I know. I didn't even thank that man. Jerry.
They'll probably throw the book at me, but it's going to be worth it. Kay is on the right track.
Yes, and Wally has got off, thank God. And can you imagine him doing a stint at Woodridge?
One hell of a bloke.
All right. Who took me undies out of the basin? Struth. You'd think at my age they'd leave your privates alone. No need to snigger. Show a little respect.
We wanted to wash the coffee mugs separately.
Well, they needed to soak longer.
Oh, I bet they did.
Ah, I needed a giggle.
Yeah, we all did. You know something? I can't help but feel sorry for Reb. It's crazy.
I know what you mean. I mean, she's given us enough headaches. But I have the feeling that if you could get through to her, there's someone worth saving.
We're going to have to save her from Maury. Well, at least we owe her for clearing Bobby, I guess.
Not going to be easy, Jude. I mean, if we offer to help, she's going to spit in our eye.
You're probably right.
It's her own fault anyhow. She made her bed, she'll have to lie in it. Not like us. Victims we are.
What are you going on about now?
I'm talking about poor old women being dragged up before the VJ for things they never done. I'm talking about me being made the scapegoat for someone else's plot.
Oh, come on, love. I mean, I know it's a bit unfair, but an extra sentence isn't going to make any difference to you, is it?
It's the principle, Myra. I never put no drugs in that urn. I wouldn't have been there in the first place if it hadn't been for those tea towels, which I collected in the second place.
Yeah, well, Maury did make a point of having you go and get them. It was as though she wanted you to take the rap for it.
That's what I keep telling you.
Well, someone put those drugs in the urn. Someone who has a damn good motive for causing trouble.
3 guesses.
The freak.
I knew it.
Oh,
Come on, Desmond, it's lock-up time and you're not even ready for bed.
oh, I was hoping for a late date, Mrs. Barry.
Oh, come on then. Back to your room. Go on, Desmond.
I think we've hit the nail on the
Yeah,
head.
we have.
Sleep tight.
Night, night.
Good night.
Good night.
So, if we know it's the freak that done it, what are we going to do about it?
We are going to let somebody else prove it because there is not a damn thing we can do about it.
Honey Jane?
It's all right, love. I'm here.
Nicky? Where's Nicky?
The policeman took him home for us. He's all right, I promise you.
But I want to see him. I want Nicky.
Come on, Shane. You know you can't have animals in here.
It wasn't his fault, Honey Jane. I was the one. I'm real sorry. I know you must be terribly mad at me, but
Look, it doesn't matter now. You're alive, that's the main thing. Now you've got to get some rest and then you can come home.
you mean I have to stay in here. But I want to come home now, with you.
It'll only be for a day, mate. 2 at the most.
But I'm all right. Why do I have to stay?
Well, the doctors have to check you over, Shane. Now, you were wet for a very long time. Now, they have to make sure that you haven't got a chill.
It's not fair.
Of course it is. Hey, they'll probably spoil you rotten.
Yeah? Reckon they'll give me ice cream?
Probably, if you're well enough.
And fish and chips?
I don't know about that.
I was real hungry in that drain. And Jerry, he was great. He talked to me all the time he was crawling up that drain. We're practically mates now. Reckon it'd be a good job to have, helping people like that.
Yeah, it would.
Reckon we could invite him round to tea? Well, I'd sort of like to say thanks and that, and give him a present too. Could we?
I'd say we talk about it when you come home, eh? Now, you get some sleep.
Be going already?
I'm afraid she has to, and you have to get your strength back.
Oh, bugger. Sorry, Auntie Jane.
It's all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Shane.
No.
Don't worry, he'll be fine. You get out of those wet clothes and get some rest, or we'll have you in here as well.
He's pretty hungry. He hasn't eaten since lunch.
We'll take care of it. He's quite a lad.
Yeah, he is.
Satisfied now, are you, you bitch? It's your fault he's in here.
Shane will be all right.
No thanks to you.
Let me pass.
No, I got things I want to say.
Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it, to play the doting father? I mean, you've never given a damn about Shane, so don't be a bloody hypocrite now.
At least he was safe with me.
If he dies, you'll be the bloody murderer. Now, you got no idea how to look after a kid. You got proper care from me.
You pig, all he ever got from you was the back of your hand.
Good too. Same as it would for you.
You listen to me. You lay a finger on me or Shane ever again and I will press charges and see you put away. Do you understand?
Ah, you can't do that.
Just try me.
You're really up yourself, aren't you? Well, you'll get yours, lady. I promise.
Those trays we took up to Solitary. Who do you reckon the second one was for?
New prisoner, I expect.
Give the lady a cigar.
And this is the kitchen. I think you'll find everything you need here. Now, this is Warren and Milsom and Jones and Jenkins.
G'day.
And this is Mr. Proctor, who'll be standing in for Mrs. O'Regan for a while.
Hello, girls.
Well, I think I'll leave you to it. I don't think you'll have any problems.
Well, if I do, I'll just call for you, Mrs. Berry. And please tell Mrs. Reynolds a lunch will be stunning.
Stunning. Right. Oh, thank you.
Heavens! This one, get the baby in your head. Now, what's needed for breakfast?
Breakfast is already organised. We weren't expecting you, Mr. Proctor.
Not Mr. Proctor, Ray. Short for Raymond. And you two are?
I'm Rachel and...
I'm Rabbit. Everyone calls me that.
I bet it's because you're borrowing into things, isn't it?
Oh, something like that, yes.
You worked in prison kitchens before, Ray?
No, pet. Receptions and private hospitals, mostly. You know, homes for all those poor dears nobody wants. Tragic, I can tell you. Very tragic. Now, what's the breakfast menu?
Porridge and toast.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Give me a couple of ticks to get my bearings, and I'll whip up a little surprise.
Great! Oh, cut it out. You really are awful.
Oh, come on, he's a horse's horse.
So what? She's nice. I like her.
Yeah, so do I, and we can all go camping after brekkie dolls. Anyways, greener than a row of cucumbers, and that gives me an idea. How come we never see any of this stuff?
Are you out of your mind? You can't go ripping off supplies.
Why not? Margaret Fulton in drag isn't going to know, and by the time Mrs. O gets back, we'll just tell her that he used it all. Cinch.
And how do you propose to get it out of the kitchen?
Simple. Dirty laundry. You're incorrigible. So, encourage me.
Yep. Ah, room service, eh? Sorry I can't give you a tip.
Come on, out you go.
What about the other tray?
Just get it from the security gate and wait outside the next cell till I get there.
But it's
Just
heavy.
do it.
Yes, sir.
There's my new neighbour. Thought I might pop over and borrow a cup of sugar.
What do you care? You haven't got time to make any more friends.
You made the contacts then? It's all fixed?
It's what you wanted, isn't it?
Nice one, Fergo. Now you just make sure I get out for that exercise period like I told you.
I don't want you around here any longer than I have to.
Well, let's just hope the governor doesn't pull a swifty on me. Because I'd get real mad then. And you know who I'd take it out on.
The VJ will take all day. Even if Reynolds does send you to Blackmore, it'll still take a day to process the paperwork. Nothing will go wrong, I'm certain.
Good. There's only one piece of unfinished business then.
What's that?
Keen. She's got a few lessons to learn. And I'm going to teach her.
Be my guest.
Homemade muffins? I must be dreaming. I wish somebody'd wake me up.
You ain't dreaming. Compliments to the camp cooker.
From your chef, this camp is a row of 10.
But you know...
You know, I reckon I could go another round of that porridge. It's got no lumps in it. I can't believe it.
Lumps are good for you, my girl.
Oh, rubbish.
Well, how about all this then, huh?
Great. I think I might stay.
You'll have to. We'll all have to. They keep us here to wear a bag of bones. Get us another muffin, will you, Bobby? Thanks, love.
Have you had a chance to talk to Rob yet?
I tried, but she cut me dead. Looks like she's been crying, too. You've got to eat. No food, no sleep. I heard you crying last night.
I wasn't crying, just shut up.
I didn't mean nothing. You got a right to cry anyhow. Where's your dad? I know how you feel.
You don't know anything. Now just shove it or you'll be wearing this porridge.
Sorry. I didn't know he meant that much to you.
Neither did I. Expected so much of me. Really sold him short.
Look, I know why you lagged on Murray last night, but she's not going to listen to reason. What are you going to do?
What do you expect me to do?
I don't know, something. She's going to have it in for you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't care. Give a stuff what happens anymore.
When she brought out the Yorkshire pudding, I nearly choked. I bet you'd have run a mile if it hadn't been raining.
Oh, don't be cruel. Your mum's a really nice lady.
Oh, sure. It's just that she wants me to get married and she sees you as a potential son-in-law.
That's not such a daft idea, is it?
Oh, Dennis, look, you know I like you a lot. It's just that I don't want to get mushy with anyone.
Well, who said anything about getting mushy? Well, friends can go out together, can't they?
Bloody oath they can. That's what mates are for. Only no romance, okay?
Okay, you're making the rules. It's a pity, though, because, I'm a right killer in the clutches.
Morning.
Hello.
Look at this. That young nephew of Jones, isn't his name Munro, Shane Munro?
Something like that, what?
Well, there's a report in the paper about a little boy who nearly died in a drain.
You think it's the same kid?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that was his name.
It's about time you two arrived.
We're only 2 minutes late.
Yes, and I've already done muster, and the VJ will be here any moment.
I'm on my way.
Me too.
Miss Ferguson, that young nephew of yours.
What about him?
Well, is he all right? There's a report in the paper about an accident. I thought it
Don't
might be
be
him.
ridiculous, Mrs. Barry. Surely if there had been an accident, I would know about it.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interfere. I'll just get back to work.
Yes, hello. Children's ward, please.
Sausages and mesh. Oh, so dull, Pets. I'll tell you what. I'll whip up a sausage ragu.
Garlic? I love garlic.
Of course, with garlic, Rabbit. Is there any other way?
Ray, I could do the potato sort of lyonnaise with a crusty cheese topping.
Sounds heaven, sweetie. Okay, troops, into the battle. Toot swift.
Got any dirty tea towels? And hurry up, will you? My legs are all a quiver.
We've hardly started. There's nothing dirty yet.
Oh, yes, there is. We've got some from yesterday. Here, Dot.
What's that?
It's tea towels.
Oh, bloody heavy for tea towels. I can't push the skip with
Take
that.
it back to the sill and I'll go your halves later.
Oh, why did you say so before? Well, I'll just take away these tea towels, eh?
That woman must have oregano somewhere.
Honestly, Rabbit, sometimes you're a pain. Now what have I done? You took the cheese. Now how am I supposed to do cheese potatoes? I didn't take the cheese. What would I want with the cheese? Same thing you wanted with all the other stuff. I didn't take the cheese. You didn't look properly. And I'm telling you, I saw it before breakfast and now it's not there. Give us a look. Arlene, that's private. Pigs? Look. I don't believe it. Everything we didn't rip off, he did.
And try not to worry too much, eh? I'll put in a good word.
Thanks, Mr. Cruikshank. Hope I don't have to stay here too much longer.
Come on now, Bobby. Hey, chin up. Mitchell, Governor.
Thank you, Mr. Cruikshank. Bobby, this is Visiting Justice Higgins.
Hello.
Sit down, Mitchell. I've looked at your record, Mitchell. 2 escapes, an accusation of rape against an officer.
Oh, yeah, but that was...
Don't interrupt when I'm talking. 100 misdemeanors all point to you being a born troublemaker. I should say you have very little to laugh about.
You're kidding, a whole sack full? What did she have in it?
What didn't she have in it more like? Ham, biscuits, sultana, cake. She'd have put in the kitchen
God.
sink if she could have eaten it.
You gotta hand it to the kid, she's got guts.
That's right. Encourage her. Never give a thought about me. Poor old woman dragged into black market at my age. I could have been caught for handling all that plunder.
Yes, but you weren't, Dot, and I'm sure you'll get more than your fair share.
Bobby, you okay?
Right, Desmond. Your turn.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck, love.
Hey, what about me? I'm kept waiting for a thing I didn't do in the first place.
I'd say you'll be okay till after lunch, Joe.
What's up, love? Do you want to talk about it?
8 months, Jude. That bitch wouldn't even listen to me. Mr. Cruikshank tried to tell her, even Renault tried. 6 months before I can even get my parole. What am I gonna do?
So I said I wouldn't be in it, and writing's one thing, murder's another.
Noble sentiments.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna puke. Gutless wonder.
That's enough, Winter.
Go on, Keen.
Yeah, go on, tell him what a sooky bub you are.
Then I tried to walk away, told her she was on her own. That's when she grabbed me and pushed me down the stairs.
Geez, they roll out of your mouth, don't they, chicken?
That's enough. All right, Keen, you may wait outside.
Well, what's next then? I can't wait for the next enthralling chapter. This could be bigger than Blue Hills.
Miss Ferguson, I'm sure Miss Higgins would like to hear from you.
Certainly, Governor.
Now, you were overpowered at the beginning of the riot. Is that right?
That's correct. I was on my rounds, purely routine. When I approached the recreation room, there was an altercation going on. Naturally, I tried to break it up.
Right, I'll take my lunch now then, if you're sure you can manage.
Oh, no problems. Go right ahead.
Right, thanks.
How's it going?
No. Winter will get the book thrown at her. They don't get to meet her later. I've just been spilling my guts about the fall.
Yeah, look, we know why you did that. And we're very sorry about your dad.
Forget it.
What if we don't want to forget it? I figure we owe you for Bobby.
You owe me for a lot more than that, Desmond.
Okay, we've had a few rumbles in the past, but this is now. You're going to need a lot of muscle against Winter.
Don't you lay that one on me. Had a gut full of the Winters and Stevens and Gaffneys using me up. Doesn't mean I want any part of your lot either. You're living in fairyland, Desmond. Just what do you think Winter was doing up in solitary that night?
What?
She was coming to fix you. Yeah, she was going to kill you. And I backed down. Oh, you owe me all right. Just might remind you of it sometime.
All right, Keen, a little less chit-chat, thank you.
Yes, Mrs. Barry. Well, I think you two can go to lunch. We won't get any further till this afternoon.
Right, I'll take them through, Mrs. Reynolds.
I think I've just lost my appetite.
So he smells good.
Sausages. It tastes great. It's got lots of tomatoes and onions and herbs and stuff.
All right, like a sausage hot pot.
What?
No, never mind. Making me feel hungry anyway. How was your morning?
Dead set boring. I was in reception. What about the VJ stuff?
Oh, poor old Mitchell copped a rough packet. That Higgins woman is a bit of a target.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did poor old Dot go?
Well, she's not been in yet. I don't fancy her chances, though. She keeps saying that she knows nothing about the business with the drugs. You know, and the queer thing is, I can't help but believe it.
I know what you mean. I can't see an old lady taking a chance like that. And she had to be real quick to do it with all of us in here.
Oh, right. I mean, you think Joan would have spotted any funny business? She was watching Dot like a hawk.
Yeah. Unless
what?
Unless someone set Dot up and somebody in here doctored the urn, one of us.
What? Blimey, you don't mean Joan?
Why not? Look, Den, she really wanted Mrs. Reynolds' job and the riot nearly got it for her. And there's always that little niggle that she didn't hit the alarm bell.
Yeah, I know, but drugging your fellow officers... Hey, here, mind you, I noticed she got her tea before that business with the water spilling.
Exactly. I'll stake my life she's at the bottom of it. We've got to go and tell Mrs. Reynolds.
Now, steady on, you got no proof.
Proof? I know...
No, you think you know. You can't just go making wild accusations. I mean, John's got a pretty good name with the department. I mean, you're just a greenhorn, remember?
What's that got to do with it if it's true?
All I'm saying is make sure it is true. Otherwise, Joan will get off smelling like a rose, and you'll be out on your ear.
Oh, yeah, you can't win, can you? Not when she's involved.
8 months. Geez, I'm sorry, Bobby. I'll get this injury to make you feel better.
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Then rack off and let those that are get some food.
Pig.
You reckon Reb's on the level? I mean, either way, she's going to come up looking pretty good.
Don't think so, Jude. I believe her. Besides, I might just owe her for my life. Oh, is that all you're going to eat?
I'm not eating anything. Who cares anyway?
We do, love. OK, you've had a rotten break, but it is not the end of the world.
It's easy for you to say.
Well, whatever his sexual persuasions, he certainly knows what to do with the sausage.
Well, there's no answer to that one. Tastes delicious.
May as well make the most of it. When that bitch is finished with you, you won't want anything. She's got a bra full of lead.
Now, come on, you won't get the full 8 months. I'll be in remission. Of course you will. And we'll look after you, won't we? You bet we will.
Don't waste your time. I won't be around that long.
Now, Bobby, I'm sick of this. I'm not going to sit here any longer and listen to this silly rot.
It wasn't silly when you did it, was it? Well, I'm going to bust out of this place and no bastard's going to stop me.
After bloody afternoon to give me 2 lousy years. You'd have thought you was handing down the 10 Commandments instead of 4 lousy sentences.
Doesn't matter much, does it, under the circumstances?
Well, she didn't know that. Consecutive instead of concurrent, the bitch. And she recommended Blackmore. Huh. Too bad I won't be around to fix her. Still, there's always Keen. Or had you forgotten?
Forgotten. Quite looking forward to it. I'll set it up for after work. But that's the last thing. No more threats. You get out of here and you stay away from me and from Shane, do you understand?
Look, don't worry, Fergo. Once I get out of this dump, you won't see my ass for dust.
And then when he's finished making the pudding, he goes and he dabs the vanilla essence behind his ears. What a hoot. Oh, I'm not kidding, Bob. He's a laugh a minute.
Yeah, regular comedian. She was in an all-fire hurry to get me out of there. Still, 6 months isn't too bad.
There you go, Keens.
I'm tired. 3 months, all right? If it's any business of yours.
Yeah, for the riot. What about Phyllis?
2 years. Lay off, will you?
Maybe they'll take pity on Dot because she's old.
Pity? Higgins? Are you kidding? She doesn't know the meaning of the word. Fancies herself as the wrath of God.
Suppose we should be grateful there's no more capital punishment.
Dang you for picking your nose.
Great. Wonder what Gay Ray's got for tea.
You'll get fat.
Can always start aerobics again.
No. Disappointed work's over, are we? Not us, Miss Ferguson. We'll get a move on. You haven't got all day. Not you, Keen. Got a little job for you.
6 months? But I told you I don't know nothing about it. Why don't you ask Winter? She was the one that sent me back there, me with me poor feet. I knew all along I got those towels before. You didn't listen to me, you...
That'll do, Dot. You're not helping matters.
But she won't listen.
You heard the Governor, Farah.
I have listened to you, Farah, and I don't believe a word of your story. The evidence against you is overwhelming.
But what's the point of giving me extra time when I'm already in for life?
Justice must be seen to be done.
Codswallop!
Come on, Keen, hurry it up.
Where are we going anyway?
You'll find out.
Shower block, what is this?
What kept you?
Should have known. Set me up, you rotten dyke.
You catch on real fast, Keen. I've waited a long time for this.
Nobody lags on me, sweetheart.
And at least I told her a thing or two.
Good on you, Dot.
Put her in a place, uppity young thing.
Oh, that I'd like
Place
to
for
see.
me! Where have you been? I just got a present from my dad. Head gave it to me. Guinness Book of Records. Oh, it's a really good book. Yeah, there's some crazy stunts in here.
Yeah, like swallowing live goldfish.
Sensible stuff like cowpat throwing.
Very sensible.
Hey, we could break a world record. Doing what? Oh, I don't know. We could think of something.
How about bending iron bars with our bare hands? It'd be practical.
Oh, at least to give us something to do. I'll work on it.
I'm going to need you in a minute.
What for?
You're going to start a punch-up. Something to keep the screws occupied.
What are you going to be doing?
Don't ask questions.
I'm entitled to...
You're entitled to nothing. But you won't like what you get if you don't do as I tell you.
Okay. Only asking. You'll give me the nod.
Yeah. Just keep your eyes open. Well, go on, get going.
Keen, who did this to you?
Ferguson.
You know what? I think that must be one of those news crews up there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they scout around if they see a story. They won't get much here, will they? No, I don't suppose they will.
Okay, Grant, you need to fix. Hand them over.
I almost feel like giving them away. Why don't you? It'll make their day.
I want my smoke now! If I ain't got neither do you.
Hey, a helicopter. What's going on?
Oh, hurry!
Quick, come on.
She'll be gone!
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.